We're defects, we're pasty, and we're married, and we're rejects. Give me a new comic.
What's up, defects? We're back with another new comic book day show, guys. For those of you that are new to this is where we take Chris Nelms' new comic book day pull list article. He is a great author over at comicbookinvest.com. We take that article, guys, we break it down defect style, all right? If you want to get a look at the article, I'm going to put a link in the description right to that article. And of course, a link to the CBSI website because they just got a ton of great stuff over there. So before we get into the books this week, Jay, why don't you tell them about our partners?
First up, guys, we got my boy Erod 212 with Express Comic Book Pressing. All your pressing need. Use discount code DEFECTS10 for 10% off. Not only that, we have our buddies over at Mutant Beaver Comics. Tell Patton the B-Man the Defects sent you. Defects10, 10% off.
There you go. So without further ado, let's get into those books.
Defects, we have a full list this week. We didn't stop. We just kept pulling books like crazy, like we were going into our pull bins and grabbing books and buying them. Get ready. Chris's list coming up there. Run it, Matt. First up this week, guys, from DC Comics, Challenge of the Super Sons #2. First appearance of the Doom Scroll. What do you got, Matt?
Yeah, you know, I remember when we first highlighted the #1 of this a few weeks back, and I wanted to read it. Didn't get a chance yet, but I heard some good stuff. The cardstock variant, Dark Side on the cover. How could you go wrong? So this is something, you know, it seems like it's a good read, and you got a first appearance, so I'm probably gonna pick this up this week.
Nice, guys. Next up, we're sticking with that DC train. You got Festival of Heroes, Asian Superhero Celebration. Jay, what are we celebrating?
Guys, we're celebrating the first appearance of the Monkey Prince. We're celebrating Dana Tan in the Batman Beyond costume, and we're celebrating the anthology of stories based on characters from Asian descent, guys. I think DC's doing a great thing with this book, pointing out Asian characters and Asian heritage, something that's hot right now, you know, hot topic in the news as well as in comic books. So really appreciate what DC is doing with this.
Yep. And you got that 1 in 25 design variant, which I know Guy loves. So
those are my favorite.
First appearance, first cover, guys.
That's it.
Guys, can't go wrong with the Joker from DC this week. #3. You got first full appearance of Vengeance. But let me tell you one thing before Matt goes on and talks about this. The Federici with that Gary Oldman, Jim Gordon like cover. That, I mean, I usually don't like these. Love it.
I gotta say, Guy, I think the David Finch variant is the one, even though the incentive variant, obviously, but that Finch variant, man, that playing card cover, I think it's awesome. And we got, like Guy mentioned, we have Vengeance. That's Bane's daughter, right? Did I get that right, guys?
Yep,
that's
correct.
Bane's, for her first full appearance, but also, more importantly, her first time in costume. So if you are speculating on this character, or you would just love to have it in your collection, this is probably the book you want to pick up.
Next up, guys, from DC, you got Wonder Woman 772. That's a lot of books, man. The Dark Wonder Woman. I don't know, in that cardstock, she looks like she's a little scared of what's going on in the woods, Jay.
Yeah, that looks like almost like a Snow White cover, guys. But last issue, Wonder Woman outsmarted the beast of who? Of Asgard. And in this issue, she gets a little help from an unexpected ally in Thor. What do we have going on here, guys? I don't know. I'm going to pick this up just to see DC's depiction of the Greek god Thor. So might be something interesting to read.
I don't know when the last time we had a first appearance, but IDW bringing out G.I. Joe, Real American Hero number 281, first appearance of Sherlock. Yeah, I mean, it's a G.I. Joe book, so I'm all in. Maddie.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, it's a first appearance in a GI Joe, and the way things have been going with the Joe books, this might be worth just grabbing that cover price, guys. You know, that 1 in 25 Maloney is decent. It's not knocking my socks off. I think you got to go with A. I'm assuming, Jay, that's her on the cover there, Sherlock.
I'm assuming too.
Yeah.
So that's it for me, guys. We always talk about it here. We just mentioned it. First cover, first appearance is always the way to go.
Yeah.
But listen, if you're a fan of G.I. Joe, why not grab both?
There you go. And I think that wraps up first appearances this week.
Defects. Before we get to the picks of the week, do me a favor. You're here anyway. Like the video. If you don't like it, don't like it. That's fine. But comment below. We love answering you back. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what the hell's going on, but hit the subscribe button. You know what? And hit that bell so you know when we're putting up these videos. So let's get into those picks, baby. First up, we got Maniac of New York. I know this is Jay's favorite book right now from Aftershock. Number 4. What do we think, boys?
Again, guys, listen, it's a book we've been following. Investment-wise, I don't know how much investment this got to it, but the storyline is absolutely crazy. The Maniac is on the trail for the 4 survivors he left on that subway. What's going to happen? I don't know. This storyline has been an absolute bloodbath. How much farther they take it, who knows, guys? But if you're into mindless comic book violence, this is the book for you.
100%. Couldn't have said it any better. I can't wait to see how this one ends.
Sticking with Aftershock this week, you guys, you got Silver City number 1. You got that cover right, and then you got a 1 in 15 Lopez. Maddie, what do you got?
Yeah, this is really intriguing. Aftershock with seems like another book that I'm going to want to read. Basically, the main character dies, and she goes into like a purgatory. And while she's basically living in purgatory, attempting to uncover how and why she died. And obviously she meets a lot of interesting characters along the way. So this is a cool mystery and a new twist, kind of like an afterlife kind of deal. I'm kind of into those, whether it's movies, books. I kind of like that. So I have high hopes for this one. I think this is going to be pretty cool. So looking forward to it.
Nice. Next up, DCU this week. You got Future State, Gotham number 1. What is this? The Hunt for the Next Batman? Jay.
Yeah, you got it, guys. It's The Hunt for the Next Batman, Part 1. Guys, if you're a fan of Future State and you don't want it to end, this is the book you got to pick up. It's continuing stories based on the Future State events, and they're all printed in black and white. So if you were feeling that Tim Fox and then what Future State had going on, go out and give this a read.
I really like that. I really like both covers, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe because it has red in it. I mean, I don't know, but I'm feeling both those covers. So
this week from DC, guys, also you got Superman number 31, and we got a team appearance of Shadow Breed in here. You got cover A, and then you got that cardstock variant. I'm feeling the cardstock variant.
Yeah, a little. We snuck this one in. It was kind of a late addition to first appearances, and when it's not really fully confirmed, we're just kind of hearing some rumors. That's why it didn't make the first appearance list. But yeah, Superman. I heard they're looking for a new writer, maybe, or maybe that's what everybody's just hoping.
Yeah, I like that cover. Right, that has that old school like 80s comic book cover feel to it.
Yeah. Now the covers are both dope, so that's why they're up here on the list. And if you're a Superman fan, you get an issue this week. So there you go.
Speaking of issues, Red Sonja, the superpowers, number 5, Dynamite. I mean, listen, Dynamite. It's all in the name, baby. This cover's blowing up on the screen over here. Jay, what do we got?
We got cover A, which is absolutely amazing. And we have that 1 in 35 cosplay virgin variant. That arrow is going right into my heart, guys. But we got Dan Abbott writing this. We got Jonathan Lau on the illustrations. And guys, it's a final issue. So if you're a Red Sonja fan, you might want to pick it up. We know final issues fetch a little bit of bread every here and there.
Jay, who's writing it?
This is Dan Abnett is writing and Jonathan Lau on the illustrations.
Don't do it, guy.
Abbott.
Hey, Abnett.
I knew that was coming.
Name the movie. Name the movie, Defects. Defect of the week. Hey, Abbott.
If they don't get
That's
that,
an easy
come
one.
on.
That's an easy one.
Listen, sticking with a theme. If there was ever a theme, it's these two books right in a row from Dynamite again. I don't know how she fights in that outfit, man. Let me tell you, but Vampirella versus Purgatory, number 2. I would get in the middle of this fight. I'll tell you.
Yeah, very tasteful covers. Again, there's a ton of these variants. We're not going to throw them all up. Go and take your pick. There's plenty of them. They're all good looking this week. So the covers, obviously, is what I'm talking about.
I like cover A.
Vampirella fans, get your weekly fix. There you go. They're starting to make the list now, so don't yell at us anymore.
Guys, if you learned anything on pressable defects, it's from Eva Long. Double-sided tape holds everything in place.
That's it. You got to be family friendly. You got to.
I wear it every episode.
It's true. I've seen him do it.
Matt puts it on actually before the show.
Shh! Don't tell him.
This week from IDW, guys, Canto and the City of Giants. I mean, there's a cool character as far as I'm concerned. You got that cover right, and you got a 1 in 10 incentive variant in there too. What do we think, boys?
Guys, I haven't been reading this. It has been optioned and it has a cult following. So if you're on this, let us know about it in the comments.
Speaking of Defect's favorite, the Department of Truth, number 15, actually number 1. This is the 5th print, correct?
Yes. Sorry.
From Image. That's okay. No. Listen. We love a lot of prints. I mean, is that something that we like? I mean, are we just going to keep going with this?
Well, listen. We don't like it.
I know we love the book.
We love the book. Tinian's killing it. Tyne and Tinian. But we got to go with the market. The market says that the later prints, they fetch bread, as Jay likes to say. So a couple weeks back, when the 4th print came out, I bought it. Why? Because I thought that was going to be the last print.
Yeah.
But no, there's a 5th print. But wait, there's
more.
Okay. Chris Nelms. I got a late email from him that said, be on the lookout that there is a red version of the Oswald variant, which back on number 1, there was a secret variant where it was Lee Harvey Oswald on the cover, not JFK. So you have this same cover with Lee Harvey Oswald's picture on it on the top and bottom. That's the one you want to get here. I wish I had the picture, but the slides were done. This literally just came to me like right before we started recording. I think that book is going to be the gem. All right. That secret variant of the 5th print, if they don't make a 6th print, all right, let me do that caveat. If they don't make a 6th print, that secret variant on this one could be one to grab, knowing that this has been optioned and that the number 1s have gone through the roof on this. So be on the lookout at your LCS for that secret variant.
You heard it here, Defects. I know Jay was excited about this book a couple weeks ago. You got Geiger number 2 from Image this week. Jay.
Guys, Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, issue 1 was amazing. Great comic book story. Great origin story. If you have not picked this up, pick it up. Jeff Johns, we all know, Up and Down, Green Lantern was one of his best series. Then, people hated on him a little bit. He's back, guys. He's back in this series. Go check him out. Read about Joe Glow. And trust me, you're going to want to hop on number 1 and hop on number 2.
I love these covers, man.
Very excited about this. Ice Cream Man, number 24. I mean, it looks like it's an advertisement, like an old advertisement. Maddie, what do you think?
It's a telethon, guys. They're trying to raise a couple bucks to save this guy's life. So it sounds like Tyrone, he makes an appearance on Pressable Defects if you've been watching us for a while.
Sticking with Image, you got Time Before Time, number 1. You got cover A, you got a cover B, Leon over there, and you got a 1 in 25, Gabrielle Walter. I'm not keen on this book, boys. So you gotta explain to me what's going on here.
All right, so Image is doing cool stories, guys. This book is written and illustrated by Declan Shavley. The year is 2140, and to escape a world with no future, people may turn to the Syndicate. What is the Syndicate? It's a criminal organization that, for a price, will take you back in time to provide you with a better life. So, this could go in so many different ways, guys. I think Image is doing big things. They're doing cool stories. We all know these indie books are letting writers have their own freedom. This guy's writing the book and illustrating it, so it's his own story and his own art. Definitely going to pick this up. This would probably be my pick of the week.
If you're not sold yet on what Jay told you, here's what they're marketing it as: Looper meets Saga. And if that doesn't catch your attention, then I don't know what will, because this is going to be a good one. I got high hopes for this one.
You got a lot of great writers out there that maybe didn't have their chance before. And this is really cool that they're getting a shot, and you're going to hear some really cool stories. And I think that's what's happening.
100%. Rory McConville. Never heard of him, but I hope he does something good.
It's awesome. Next up this week, guys, from Mad Cave Comics, you got Nottingham #3. Nottingham has been blown up a little bit.
Yeah, that's, we didn't put #1, we didn't put #2, but apparently the defects were wrong. This thing's blown up. People are telling us that they're loving it. So I have not read it yet. I don't know if any of you guys have on the panel here. We know a lot of you in the comments have. But let us know if it's worth us going back and getting 1 and 2 and then starting on 3, because apparently this, like Guy said, is a hot comic.
Nottingham. How hard is it to say without an English accent?
Nottingham. I don't know what that was.
It's actually silent T's. It's Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Yeah, Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Very good. I'll teach you guys. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
Next up from Marvel, guys, you got Guardians of the Galaxy #14. You got cover A. Jay's going to get excited because you got Doom in the middle there. And you got the 1 in 25 Gonzalez variant.
So here it is, guys. Al Ewing doing Guardians of the Galaxy. This book, Dr. Doom joins the Guardians. So here's my thing here. Why not have him on the 1 in 25? Why not swap these? If I'm a Doom fan, I want that ratio variant with him on the cover.
Yeah.
Joining the Guardians of the Galaxy. But hell yeah, I don't think Doom lasts long with the Guardians, man. I just can't see it. But it's a cool concept. And if you're reading this, hey, let us know in the comments.
Okay, Marvel. Finally, you're making me happy this week. You got Silk #3. You got cover A, and you got that hotness on that 1 in 25 incentive variant. I am feeling it. I love it. I need it. I got to get it somehow. Jay, pick it up for me.
It's, this is one of those situations, again, where cover A is the one that you may want to get if you're talking, speculation and investment, because you got the first cover appearance of Saya Ishii. Is that going to be a character that goes anywhere? I have no clue. I wish I had a crystal ball, but if you're liking that character, you got to grab cover A. However, the 1 in 25, I'm feeling that. I'm digging everything about it. I love Silk. Where are my Silk fans at?
You know what had to happen eventually, defects, right? Star Wars #13 from Marvel this week. You got War of the Bounty Hunters. What do we got there, boys?
We always talk about how hot Star Wars is. This is the prelude to the War of the Bounty Hunters Part 2. If you're reading this new Boba Fett series, guys, this is a book you might want to pick up. It's one of the tie-ins to it. I haven't been reading it. Both covers look amazing to me. Star Wars has been doing huge things. It's not slowing down. It's only getting hotter, so might want to pick it up.
The defects are loving this book, guys. If you've been watching, you know that. Star Wars High Republic #5 from Marvel this week. I mean, you got that 1 in 25 Chang variant, which that looks like very painful. I'm going to be honest with you. And you got cover A over there too.
Yeah, Attack of the Huts, guys. High Republic, we know what it's been doing. I'm feeling the IDW series more than I am this one. And the 1 in 25 is kind of, it doesn't have a lot of eye appeal to me. So this is a pass for me right now. Other than maybe I'll grab it at some point just so I have the full run of 1 through whatever High Republic is going to go up to.
Yeah, Matt, I agree. Probably a pass for me. The cover A is absolutely beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful artwork on cover A. The 1 in 25, I'm not feeling. And listen, if you get caught by a hut, you are not in good shape.
No,
Nope.
Seriously.
You might want to start dieting and running. Seriously.
I love it.
This week from Marvel, guys, you got X-CORP #1. You got cover A. You got a 1 in 10 design variant. That, you got a pill on there. Looks like you got a 1 in 25 Schmidt variant.
I think is it X-CORP, Matt? Because we've been corrected on this in the comments.
Yes, it's X-CORP.
See, guy, I said Corp too. I was corrected. So it's X-CORP.
Sorry, X-CORP.
Yeah, X-CORP. Yeah. So it's the first team appearance of the new X-CORP.
I think. I don't know, man. We always get yelled at. So
we got Warren Worthington, and we have Monet St. Croix.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know if this goes back to Krakoa or whatever the case may be. X-Men has been complicated to read for me. I haven't been reading new X-Men titles. I always go back to like the original Uncanny X-Men and just read those storylines over. But again, guys, let us know in the comments. Is this something we should be reading if you're an X-Men fan?
On that note, Marvel this week, guys, Children of the Atom #3. You got that cover A. You got a 1 in 25 Chang variant that we're showing over here. Not too crazy about them.
I wanted to like Children of the Atom, and I got about halfway through #1, and I couldn't do it. Again, we got another Chang variant, which I'm just not a fan of his art. I got to be honest. I prefer cover A, which isn't great either. But yeah, Children of the Atom 3. So pass for me. Before we go to the next book, Guy, why don't you tell people a little something we got going on?
Oh, guys, we got a giveaway, guys. And who doesn't love giveaways? So we're giving away Star Wars High Republic #4. This is the comic book exclusive variant. The Paolo Villanelli ones that were like hot as hell and like people were grabbing them like crazy. We're giving them away. So this is #4. But you got to do something. You got to go over to our coverage of the New Hampshire Comic Show that we did. Go to that video. And then, Matt, what do they got to do in the video?
Well, the video will tell them what they have to do once they watch.
But what do they got to do?
They got to watch the video and they gotta comment a certain thing.
Mm-hmm. So listen to what it says. Go watch the video, and you got your chances to win. And when are we giving it away?
This week.
Oh,
Wednesday's
so
live show.
You better hurry. You only got a day to do it. If you didn't do it already,
that's it. So go check that out, boys and girls.
And moving right along, we got from Scout Comics this week, guys, Black Cotton #2. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. You got cover A and you got that Nielsen variant. This was a hot book right out the gate, and people were going crazy for it. So they've been waiting for #2.
Guys, again, an interesting topic written by Brian Hawkins and illustrated by Pat Foreman. What if the roles were reversed? This is about if white people were the minority. Issue 1 ended on a cliffhanger. It was a white woman who is now a minority in this series was shot by a black cop. Listen, this touches on current events as well, guys. If you are not reading this book, you are missing out. If you did not pick up issue 1 and the variants for this book, you are seriously missing out. Go give this book a read. This book hits home.
Guys, we're going to finish this off this week with, probably my favorite book on the whole list. I'm just going to be honest. Time for some honesty. Okay. You got Blood, Skulls, and Chrome. #1. Second Sight. I mean, what's better than Blood, Skulls, and Chrome?
Maybe Blood, Skulls, and Chrome comic book.
Yeah.
That to me, that's what it is. I mean, this is, I mean, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, Sons of Anarchy. It's basically rival, it's the Steel Knights and the Lake Street Boys and the rival motorcycle gangs. Mexican cartel is involved. A lot of fighting, and you could see there looks like there's going to be some violence just based on the cover. So I thought it was a fun title. How good is it going to be? Who the hell knows? But it just gave me those Sons of Anarchy vibes, and I'm sure there's a lot of Sons of Anarchy fans out there. And it's, guys, time of the week for Chris Nelms' pick. And guess what? He is not happy with somebody again. So we got another book that he puts on that forced rarity section of his list, which means you're not doing something good. When you make that portion of the list, it's bad. So let's see what Chris has in store. Guy, why don't you tell us what the name of this comic is?
Hank Howard, Pizza Detective in Caligula's Safe.
Guys, from Bad Idea, I don't know about this one. I think they maybe went to the well one too many times, but let's see what Chris Nelms has to say. Bad Idea said they were only going to release books at the first of the month. But here we are, less than 3 months into their creation, releasing a backup story from a previous issue as a $1 issue.
Ooh.
This could be a popular book because it was a good story, but it is not the first appearance. Stores can take pre-orders, but are only allowed to sell them on Wednesday. The books are allotted based on Wave 1 MANIAC or Wave 2 tanker orders. So in non-speculated terms, Bad Idea is trying to create a buzz again around a book, creating that false sense of rarity for a book by throwing out that word allotment. So guys, this is weird. I read something. I wish I pulled it up. I read something that basically stores were putting out notices to people that said, if you have this in your pull list, you have to come pick it up Wednesday or we have to remove it from your pull list. I mean, I just don't get this. I think they had a really solid idea with ENIAC, but the rest of these things have just kind of, I think like I said, I think they went to the well one too many times, boys.
Yeah, and listen, Hank Howard, we have a pizza detective. One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Bam.
I love it. Guy?
Yeah, no, listen, you're stretching on this one, and it's not just the cheese. All right.
You guys are so freaking corny.
That about wraps it up, Defects. Thank you for coming by to our new Comic Book Day show. Do me a favor, tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, Keep It Thorough Comics, CBSI Indie Spotlight Show. Go check it out, man. He goes in depth on these books that we're talking about. You know he's going to give you some good info. Head out over there and check us out next week on a new Comic Book Day show. Later.